Contamination issues have created delays for the state government's dredging project at Wallace Lake. Supposed to be cleared by Christmas, the timeline has blown out by months. Foster's sandbar is a major blockage for boaters, resulting in cruise ship the Emeroo being sold off in August.
People can't get out underneath the bridge, and it's crazy. It needs to be doing.
I know it was supposed to be dredged and it should have been by Christmas time, but it's a shame that it hasn't come along yet.
Now, the state government has revealed work at Wallace Lake won't wrap up until the first quarter of 2024 after sand was found to be contaminated.
They did another geotechnical survey in the river and found acid sulfate in the sand.
The state government estimates the setback to cost more than $200,000 for the contaminated sand to be relocated. The cause is believed to be natural, adding to delays. The project is dependent on a dredge currently in use at Lake Cat-Eye. The project there taking longer than expected due to shallow conditions and compaction of the sand. Mid-Coast Council has told NBN News it's working as expeditiously as possible to get work done at Wallace Lake, while a Transport for New South Wales spokesperson says it's working with Council and Wallace Lake has been prioritised for dredging as part of New South Wales Maritime's goal to improve accessibility to key coastal locations. The local MP says local businesses are depending on the work.
This gives a surety to our oyster industry, to people like Matt from the Emeroo, if they are going to invest again in another larger vessel, that there is long-term strategies in place for dredging in our lake, so we don't see those same situations happening.
Nikita Jager, NBN News.
A new chapter is on the horizon for the Dolphin Marine Conservation Park, undergoing a major restructure to become a not-for-profit while also taking on a new name, ensuring a future for more than 40 staff and 50 marine animals.
Tigger Cross has worked at the park since she was 15 years old. Naturally, it was a no-brainer to do everything she could to save it.
Tig joked around at the very beginning of administration that she wanted to buy the park, and of course we all thought it was a complete joke.
Working hard over the past 2 months to make it happen. The staff's dedication and community support driving factors.
I think that's probably one of the reasons that she's ended up losing her voice, is that she's been out chatting with everybody.
The move ensures the 50 marine animals still have a home, including Ozzy, who was 165 kilos lighter when the pair first met, and they've bonded over the past 15 years.
Ozzy, are you excited that Tigger's taken over?
While many others have been at the park their whole lives.
It would be absolutely wrong to release them, so that can't be done. New South Wales has some of the strictest regulations around animal welfare in the world.
Dolphin Marine Conservation Park went into voluntary administration in August. Nearly $100,000 was fundraised, which will be spent on the animals as intended. As part of its new start, the park's moving to a not-for-profit but maintaining its heavy focus on rescue and rehabilitation.
Also, we want to be focusing even more heavily on the educational aspect, making sure we're inspiring the minds of the next generations as well.
All under a new name, the Coffs Coast Wildlife Sanctuary.
Well, all animals need help, not just marine life. So why not create a sanctuary for all of them?
The handover to Tigger and her family will take place next week. Britt Ramsey, NBN News.
Frustrated Kempsey residents are petitioning council to figure out its financial position and prevent a rate hike. The proposal comes in a bid to plug a projected $100 million budget deficit.
Kempsey residents taking a stand against what they're calling a crippling rate rise.
Everyone is feeling angry, like they're all frustrated.
Kempsey Shire Council has proposed 3 potential residential, business and farm rate hikes in a bid to plug a projected $103 million deficit, seeing bills rise between $652 and $1,200 a year.
We understand this is not a great thing for the community to have to consider, and that it is an issue that is going to impact on people should we go down that path.
Resident Kyle Arnott pushing council to figure it out and drop the proposal. His petition already amassing more than 6,000 signatures. As the cost of living crisis takes a toll, he says the rate increases could shatter people financially.
I'm cutting it tight as it is, like my loan repayments are about to go up. Crystal, my wife, she's still at home with the young fella. A lot of the pensioners that I've spoken to, they're worried about they're going to lose their homes.
Kempsey Shire Council says the 10-year forecast isn't unexpected, with the cost of maintaining over 30,000 council assets increasing with inflation and supply chain issues. The cost of living rates unchanged would mean a slashing of services.
A lot of people are already frustrated that what we're getting for our rates now isn't enough.
Council will make a decision on applying for a special rate variation next month, with community invited to have its say until October 29. Marina Trajkovic, NBN News.
Construction on Foster's new surf lifesaving club is progressing, with structural panelling going up last week. Next, internal columns and brickwork will be completed. The club now fundraising for the building's fit-out.
We have to buy kitchen equipment, furniture, audio-visual equipment, the whole lot. There's several $100,000 at the moment.
The clubhouse should be open to the public by June.
City of Coffs Harbour says its new library, arts and museum spaces have been a hit. Council data shows more than 700 people have been added to the library's membership since Urilla Place opened last month. More than 19,000 visitors have accessed the 3-level facility. While nearly 9,000 people have attended the museum, that's nearly half the number of annual visitors at the old space.
And it'll be busy again this weekend as the sunshine will return. Quite cool today, only topped out about 23 to 24 for most.